Welcome back to Mariah's Soapbox. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you have not liked, commented, or subscribed on my channel, make sure you do that. Stop everything you do but finish this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I have missed traveling like so much. Like, if I could be on somebody's private island right now, I would. If I could be in somebody's plane right now for a 20-hour flight, I would, but I'm too scared. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But we are back on our travel topics, back on our travel talks, and today we are going to discuss 10 major key components that you need to do and know about before you take a solo trip. I know a lot of y'all are afraid to take solo trips. A lot of y'all have never done them before. People are waiting on their friends to take a trip, but what if your friend never shows up? What if your friend never calls you? What if your friend is always afraid to go on trips and you're waiting on your girls or your family to take a trip? I'm here to let you guys know now that you don't need them. You can do it yourself. So stay tuned. So we are here discussing 10 tips on taking a solo trip. I would say one of my favorite tips that I'm going to tell you guys is, because my movie that I'm most afraid of is Taken, y'all. Like, I literally cannot sit down and watch Taken because it scares me. And I definitely traveled abroad and stayed abroad when I was in college. But Taken scares me. So the number one tip on taking a solo trip is to know where your embassy is located. So I want you guys to all make sure before you leave on any trip that you're taking by yourself, definitely do your due diligence and find out where your embassy is located. Every place should have an embassy, United States Embassy, someone that you can call when you're in trouble, if you need help. Definitely know, like in America, 911 is the emergency number. But if you're going to Peru, or if you're going to Venezuela, or if you're going anywhere, make sure you know where their emergency number is to make sure you are in a safe area, or make sure if you need any help or anything, you know what number to call. And most definitely know some countries where the police really are not for you. Like, they're not, if you call them, they're not going to help you. So you need to know, if I'm going somewhere, don't expect help when I go to this place. So that is my number one tip. Know where your embassy is located. Super easy to do. All you gotta do is go to Google, type in wherever you're going, and it'll show you your embassy. So that is your number one tip. Number two is definitely know how much money you're traveling with. Know your travel budget, because if you're going to be alone, you need to make sure that you have a certain amount of money that you're going with in case of an emergencies. Like for me, I don't ever travel anywhere out of the country for over 10 days under $3,000. You know, even if your hotel is already paid for, or if it's an all-inclusive resort, make sure that you know, like, that you're comfortable, that you can eat what you want to eat. You can definitely go on different excursions, or if it comes to an emergency, you have some extra money in your account and you won't be afraid to, like, take that taxi or book that trip or flight that you need to in order to leave in advance. So definitely number two, have a travel budget, have extra cash with you. If you have to even save up early in advance for that trip and that budget, I'd rather you do that than just wing a trip and you're by yourself. You don't have the necessary funds that you need to keep yourself safe, or even just have a good time. So that is number two. So number three is learn a few words in the local language. I don't care if it's bonjour, hola, ni hao, hello, like whatever you need to learn. Baño is bathroom, food is comida. Like, learn a few words in each language, because if you're by yourself, you're definitely gonna need to know, like, how to get around, know where the train station is, know where your embassy is. You need to know how to ask certain questions in their particular language. So I don't want you on a solo trip and you don't even know how to get to the bathroom because you don't know what the bathroom is in Spanish, French, English, whatever you're going to, or wherever you're traveling. So definitely number three is learn a few words in their language. And I definitely have Rosetta Stone. I have a $199 lifetime membership in all languages, and you can definitely share it with your family. So I definitely suggest people purchasing Rosetta Stone. You can also purchase Rosetta Stone just for one language, and it's like $29.99 or $39.99, or they have somewhere you can do a monthly fee. But You know, I just did $199 flat fee lifetime. You can get all the languages that you need to learn. I didn't do just one language because I plan on traveling several different places in the world. So I know I would need more than just Spanish or French. You know, I may want to learn Arabic or German, you know. So I definitely wanted to purchase that. So learn a few words in wherever you're going, in their phrases, language, whatever you need to do. Number 4 is walk. Okay, walk around the country. Don't utilize a taxi for everything. So walk, get out there, see certain things, you know, truly explore, bring your camera, take pictures, you know, just really walk. And that's the best way that you can find locals, local restaurants, and you can get that full experience that you're looking for. So I definitely suggest walking and getting out there and seeing what's really out there. If you're by yourself, you can meet new friends. Like, you know, on my study abroad trip, clearly I went myself with some students. I met so many friends by just walking, and I still talk to them to this day. I met some sorority sisters by just walking and going to different restaurants. So I definitely suggest walking. That's number 4. Number 5 is take the local transit. So, you know, like the buses or the trolleys or the trains, you know, take the local transit because that's probably the quickest, most cost efficient, effective way of traveling, especially if you're by yourself. Because when you're in group trips, you can take like buses and split that fee down between like 14 people, however how many people were on that trip. But if you're by yourself, like, I feel like the most cost-effective way is to definitely know the local transits. You know, where are you going? Get a map, book tickets in advance, book bus fares in advance. They have some taxi cars and apps online that you can use to book in advance, you know, if you're by yourself. So know the maps, know things in advance. Definitely book local transit. And it's just fun and scenic, and your girl here, she loves a good picture. So I like taking pictures on local transits. So that's number 5. Number 6, y'all. I know we all like to have a little buzz on vacation. We all like to have a little sippy sip here and there. But number 6 is stay sober. I'm not saying don't get tipsy, but stay sober, because if you're by yourself, nobody want to be the 2020 version of Taken, okay? Especially if you're by yourself, know what's going on, stay sober, make sure you know where you're going if you're walking back to your final destination. Stay sober, y'all. Because if you're by yourself, you don't have an accountability partner to make sure you're okay, and you get back to your hotel just fine, or you get back to your taxi okay, and you don't know the language, there's already a language barrier. So make sure you stay some sort of sober, you know, especially if you're taking a solo trip. So that's something as a safety precaution to keep in mind. Number 7 is